Hey, so I want to share a method that I've been using a lot lately when I'm not feeling too creative and inspired to come up with some arpeggios myself. You can use something like our Harmony Bloom, which is a MIDI generator, and then just kind of like play around, listen for something that kind of pokes out, and then you can kind of adjust it from there. Because I find, at least for me, I've yet to find the perfect pattern or sequence in one of these tools, but there's always something that really kind of lights the fire, and then you can kind of adjust it from there and then really make it fit your track. So I want to show you what I did recently that kind of helped me create a really cool ARP that I'm deeply, deeply in love with. So what we did was obviously had Harmony Bloom open, and then in order for it to play sound, which is not right now, we have to load it or route it to an instrument. So we have Serum 2 open here, just using a pluck that I've modified a bit from the producer school. They got some cool samples and presets that I've been enjoying lately, so check them out. So to route Harmony Bloom to your instrument, click here and then choose Harmony Bloom here and here. Now, when we press play, we got sound. So in this case, I was in F minor, so you can change your notes, your note choice and your scale up here. So F minor, and then I chose diminished 9 because I thought it might sound cool, or whatever. I was playing around with different notes, and that's what ended up being the cool vibe that was working. Also, I find it helps to, when you're auditioning sounds and generators and stuff, have a groove going. So I make house music, so I have a kick, clap, hat, that kind of thing. So it's not in time right now. So with Harmony Bloom, you click this button here, and now whenever you press play, it's going to be in time. Cool. So now we have something to do. We can play around with all these and then find something that sounds interesting. So I like reducing the notes. I think maybe with arps, the less notes tend to be more acceptable. So I chose 4, and then the loop length is too long for my taste, so I brought it down to 2. But I think the note distance is still kind of generic and kind of boring. So what I did was I changed this free offset to like it was this one right here, 136. But still not interesting because it's only hitting once. So you can click these buttons, and then now every time that these note ball thingamajiggies cross the lines, they'll trigger. All right. It's not quite what I had. I think it was... Yeah. So I heard this, it's got a good groove going, but it's a little too fast. Now, the thing I like about this arpeggio or this kind of generated pattern so far is that space between these two. There's like a bit of tension, like do 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 do. That space is nice, and we're going to embellish that space in a sec once we capture this MIDI. So click here. Now let's play the sequence. It's capturing. Let it go for 4 bars. Okay. Now we can click and drag, throw it into our instrument here. Press Control J to consolidate it into a 4-bar loop for now. And then So like I said, too fast for me. I think for me at least, when I was first making arps, I would tend to make the notes really dense, which can work, but I like more sparse notes and then adding a delay to it, or delay and reverb to kind of give it more, more texture, more movement that way, instead of having more MIDI. I like having more delay tails and stuff. So we'll get to that in a sec. But what I did was duplicated or lengthened the MIDI by 2. And now it sounds like this. Ah, this is still triggering. Okay. So let's just get rid of harmony bloom now that we've used it. Thank you for your service. So to me, when I hear this, I'm like, oh, imagine what it would sound like with a delay and stuff on it. Sorry, I forgot one thing here. You can change the note duration of the MIDI generator. So currently, when I had it, I liked it somewhere around here. So let's capture this and then, yeah, continue. Now it's... And then from there, you're basically, the hard part's done. It's just time to settle on your note choice, the rhythm choices. So what I did when I was first doing this was just muted these notes, moved this one down. It was originally up here. So I just moved a couple notes around and ended up throwing a nice little delay on there. Dotted eighth. Then we had this. And then throw a nice bass progression on there. Then you're just stuck in a loop and you're just like, oh my God, so hypnotized. I have been listening to this for the past 7 days in a row. I can't stop. Someone help me.